All right, this is Mr. Hildinger. I'm going to show you how to make the origami heart. In the past, I've had some students call this like the transformer origami heart, but it's pretty cool and it really only has one difficult fold. So let's get started. So you start with this top corner and you're going to go down to the edge. And with these folds, you always want to use these outside lines to make sure you're straight. And once you have it lined up, then you just kind of work your way out to the fold by holding this in place. And you'll be using origami paper, so the folds will be a little bit easier. So you get done with that one, you open it back up, and then pull the opposite corner. Do the same thing, but just on this edge. And I would recommend pausing the video at any point. So like again, that was kind of step one. And so if you need to pause it here to make sure you do those correctly, that's fine. So then once you're done, you open it up and you have this kind of X. And this is the most difficult fold. So you have these two sides here. And if you did the folds correctly, what's going to happen is when you kind of start to grab these two sides, you're going to see that they want to collapse down in on themselves. And that's what we want. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to collapse these down, kind of like you're making a paper airplane. But when you collapse these down, you also want to fold this top part over. Okay, so again, because of our folds, it already wants to do that. And so what I do is I just kind of start to slowly work it down. And then the biggest problem will be on the top here. You're going to see that this has to kind of be, kind of want to pinch it a little bit to get it to fold in on itself so that you get this nice sharp edge. And if it's kind of frustrating you or whatever, maybe find someone in the class who's having a little bit easier time with it. Again, just kind of having some patience with it and letting the paper kind of do the work goes a long way. So when you do finally have that fold, again, that was the most difficult one and all the rest are really easy. So we have our shape. We're going to take this loose triangle. We're going to fold it up to the top, again, making sure that we're lined up. Same thing here. And the paper's only going to let you go so far, so that's why I kind of think this one's easy. So make sure all your folds are good. You have this kind of diamond shape now at the top. Next step is really easy as well. It's kind of just closing these doors here. So you again want to make sure that you're lined up as best as possible. And then we're going to close this door. All right. So now we have this, the doors are closed, the diamond is at the top, and then now we can turn it over. And so this next step, what we're going to do is we're going to take this triangle and we're going to pull it down as far as it'll go. And so just again, there's these other pieces that are kind of loose over here. You're going to just leave those alone. We just want to grab this top kind of triangle part. So again, lay it flat, just grab the top. You're going to leave these folds behind and you're going to take it down as far as it'll go. And so what I mean by that is on the edge here, the paper's only going to let you go so far. So just kind of take it down. And then this bottom part, we're going to take up and touch the bottom of the triangle. So the bottom part, so I folded the bottom up to touch the triangle. Triangle was folded down as far as it was able to go. And so we're almost done, okay? So now we're going to take these two bottom corners and we're going to fold them up to mirror this triangle. And it's kind of like making a paper airplane. So it's kind of like again, you're going to kind of hold the middle and use this triangle as a guide. So you're going to kind of fold it up to this halfway point of the triangle. Okay. So we have triangle, triangle. And now we need to tuck these two into the pockets of this triangle. So this first triangle that you folded down, you'll notice if you look on the side, it actually has these nice little pockets. And what we're going to do is we're going to put these folds inside of those pockets. So you take this triangle and you just kind of get it started inside of there, put it in the pocket. Same thing with this one, and it's okay to kind of fold this a little bit. So now instead of the triangle sitting on top of it, it's actually inside of the pocket. Okay, and so that kind of holds it in place. And then our last two little folds are the top of the heart. And so you don't want to come straight down. So the biggest mistake people will make is they'll try to come straight down, and you don't want to do that. You want to come at an angle. So what I do is I just grab this top part, and you're going to be tucking it under these pockets here. So come down as sharp of an angle as you can, with still getting this to tuck inside of there. Okay. Once you have it tucked inside of there, then you can go ahead and make this crease. Go ahead and fold it, and then you'll do the same thing on this side. Make sure all your folds are good. And then when you turn it over, you're gonna have this really cool heart. That's it. Thank you.